Welcome to Newman Catholic High School here in Wausau, Wisconsin for sectional semifinal volleyball between the Newman Catholic Cardinals and the Eau Claire Immanuel Lutheran Lancers. Thank you for joining us this evening. My name is Dan Lau on play-by-play, joined by my producer, Braden Bullis. Glad to bring you D5 sectional semifinal volleyball here in Wausau, Wisconsin, between the 1-seed Newman Catholic Cardinals. They come in with a 25-16 record, coached by Betty Lang, a powerhouse year in, year out in volleyball. Eau Claire Immanuel Lutheran is 19-16. They're the 2-seed. They're coached by Joe Lau. Their path to this game today, they beat Greenwood 3-0, and then they beat Owen Withy, the 3-seed, in 5. Newman Catholic, they beat 9-seed Northland Lutheran 3-0, and then beat 4-seed Athens 3-0. And one storyline to watch is both these teams were at the D5 state tournament last year. Newman Catholic lost in the semis to Columbus Catholic, and Immanuel Lutheran beat Sheboygan Christian and then Columbus Catholic to become the first ever winner in D5 volleyball. And it should be a good one here tonight, a packed gym in Wausau. We're near the end of warm-ups here. Some players to watch on each side. For the Lancers, you got Gabby Radical, the senior star. Over 440 kills this year. Over 1,000 kills in her career. Then over for Newman Catholic, Camille Soboleski. Over 1,000 kills, over 520 kills on the season, and 60-plus aces. And we will turn it over to the public address and the national anthem.
To honor America and those defending our freedom, we ask you to remain standing, remove your hats, and place your hand over your heart for the playing of the national anthem by the Newman Catholic Band under the direction of Mrs. Ginny Moots.
Welcome back. Thank you for joining us again. My name is Dan Lau. I'm play-by-play, joined by Braden Bullis. My producer, Newman Catholic Schools, is pleased to partner with Zaleski Sports for tonight's live stream broadcast. Thanks to our generous sponsors, Bone and Joint and First Impressions Dental. Thank you to all of the sponsors. Without them, we couldn't provide free coverage day in and day out throughout the season. Volleyball, basketball, football, baseball, softball, soccer. The Lancers, the 2 seed, they're in the black uniforms with the white letters and green numerals with the white and green stripe on the side. Again, they're coached by Joe Lau, assistant coach Megan Johnson. We'll take a look at the starting lineups here in just a moment.
Starting lineups. First for the visiting Lancers from Immanuel High School. A senior, number 2, Grace LeDuc.
Grace LeDuc, a senior.
Junior, number 3, Gwyneth Gergel.
Gwyneth Gergel, a junior for the Lancers.
Number 4, Leah Thompson.
Senior Leah Thompson.
Junior, number 5,
Junior Emma Starland. Senior Gabby Radical.
Senior, number 12, Gabby Radical.
And a senior, number 13, Kenzie Koenig. Now looking at the Newman Catholic Cardinals. Camille Soboleski. Sophomore number 2, Enya McCarthy. Junior Lexi Rice.
Junior number 11, Kate Kearns.
Junior Katie Kearns.
Junior number 12, Maddie.
Junior Maddie Keene. And the libero. Lauren Thiel, a senior. And the libero for the Cardinals is Anna France, the senior. Immanuel does not utilize the libero this season. They're coached by Betty Lang. She's been with the program from 2008 to 2019, and then from 22 to 2025. And she was a part of many, many successful years. Since 2005, Newman Catholic has made it to state 14 times. They won 4 straight years in 13, 14, 15, and 16. Meanwhile, Immanuel, they've made it to state 2 years, 2020 and 2024. And they won the first ever D5 state tournament last year in 2024. Both teams looking to etch another state tournament appearance in the record book, and only one can make it. And the winner tonight will play the winner of the number 2 seed Highland and number 4 seed DeSoto game. That game will take place on Saturday. DeSoto, the 4 seed, they upset 1 seed Royal. So if anyone happens to know the score of Highland and DeSoto, feel free to put it in the comments. I don't know if they have a live stream of their own. Maybe a huddle. We are set to get this semifinal underway. Again, the Lancers won a thriller in 5 against the 3 seed Owen Withy Blackhawks. And Newman Catholic has cruised through the playoffs so far, 6 sets to none. They defeated Athens to get here, each team earning a regional title. And we're underway with the Grace LeDuc serve. Soboleski back over for the kill. One nothing Cardinals. Now serving Lauren Thiel. As another senior for the Cardinals. Thompson dumps it over, and this one's tied up at 1. And Thompson back to serve. Thompson serves into the net, point Cardinals. And both teams know how to deal with pressure. They were both at the biggest stage last year. at the Ref Center. Both teams want to get back to Green Bay. Now serving for the Cardinals is Madison Keene. LeDuc to Thompson. That one's partially blocked, and the Cardinals get it back over. Thompson to Radical. And point to the Lancers. Double hit. And Koenig comes out. Ashton Bartles in, the Lancer junior. Sinking serve, in for the ace. Manuel's up 3-2, Bartles over. Sobolewski gets a handle of that one. And sent back over by McCarthy. LeDuc to Thompson. Radical with the tip. And a point for the Lancers. And Bartles back to serve once again. Sobolewski gets a piece of the net and over. Thompson to Radical, who finds the floor. Another kill for Gabby Radical. Thompson with the assist. 5-2 Immanuel. Bartles' serve is over and long. Point to the Cardinals. And back to serve is Lexi Rice. Lexi has 75 aces on the year. She's the primary assist getter on this Newman Catholic squad. That one sails long. LeDuc to Bartles, and Radical gets it back over. Sobolewski down for the kill. Lexi Rice did pass the 1,000 assist mark earlier this season, I believe. With the serve that sinks in, LeDuc gets a handle of it. Thompson back over. Rice to Sobolewski. And that lands out of bounds, and we're all tied up at 5. We'll see if that lone string hanging from the ceiling comes into play too much. It's still dangling, and that last ball hit it. I feel like that's a fixable thing. Just tuck it in. Radical over. Saved by Rice. Sobolewski finds the court. And we knew she'd be dangerous. Over 1,000 kills in her career. Over 500, if Max Preps is up to date, 528 kills on the season. I believe she's a St. Olaf commit. Going to play volleyball at the next level. Newman Catholic's up 6-5. Sobolewski over. That's Quaid to Thompson to Radical. Down for the kill. Now Radical steps back to serve. And an ace for Gabby Radical. And good student sections on both sides here tonight. It's a packed house. Despite the hour-and-a-half-ish drive from Eau Claire to Wausau. And that one's into the net. That's the third service error tonight by the Lancers. Back to serve is Sobolewski. Immanuel, that one's probably going to go out of bounds. And a nice dig there from Radical. Thompson to LeDuc. Diving there is Lexi Rice, saving it for the Cardinals. And did that get the line? That was just wide. Point to the Lancers. And if the start of this one is any sense of what we're getting tonight, this should be a very fun evening of volleyball. Back and forth early on, 8-7 Lancers. Radical saves that one. Over to LeDuc. Rice. And that's sent wide by McCarthy. McCarthy, over 130 kills on the year. She leads the team in blocks. Over 50. And that one clips the net. Rice sends it over. LeDuc gets tipped. And point to Immanuel. 10-7 Lancers. Sorry, there's an error on the scoreboard. 9-8 Lancers. Or is it 10-7? What do we have? Scoreboard says 9-8. Not our score. No, now it says 10-7. It is indeed 10-7. Thompson over to LeDuc. And that hit the block out of bounds. 11-7 Lancers. LeDuc had over, I believe she had 20 kills in Immanuel's win against Owen Withee. Newman Catholic takes a timeout. We will as well. We'll be right back on Zaleski Sports.
I knew I wanted to start an agency that honored those small town values like relationships and service. Our mission is to sell insurance ethically and with integrity to protect our clients' needs today, tomorrow, and in the future.
Not everybody understands insurance, and it's a good day when I can help give peace of mind.
Working with Access Insurance, we are a team, so you don't just get one of us, you get all four of us.
Access Insurance Agency, our business revolves around you.
Many things have changed over the past 50 years, but one thing has remained the same: Bone & Joint's dedication to providing high-quality care, helping people throughout Wisconsin move better with less pain. Whether you need orthopedic, sports medicine, spine, pain management, podiatry, or physical therapy services, you can count on Bone & Joint's experienced providers to lead the way. Call us and make your appointment today. Bone & Joint, keeping lives in motion for over 50 years.
Welcome back to Wausau. Sectional semifinal. Immanuel's up early in the first set, 11-7. Starlin back to ace, or back to serve. And that was actually, maybe that was Bartles. Sent over by Immanuel. Rice sets it up. And that's sent out of bounds. Early on here, that's been a problem for Newman Catholic. But they are a very good team, and there's a lot of volleyball left. Rice back to Sobolewski, and that's a much-needed point for the Cardinals. Immanuel's getting on a bit of a run there. Now serving is libero Anna France. One of the three seniors on the Newman Catholic team. France back to serve. That's a line drive sinker. LeDuc blocked at the net. Rice back to Sobolewski. Out of play. Immanuel's up 13-8. And Gwyneth Gergel into serve for Immanuel. Rice over. And good save there by Gabby Radical. Sent down by Keene. Point Cardinals. I mentioned that both teams made state last year. They both have lost key players from last year, however. Cardinals have 3 key players gone from last year's team, and Immanuel's got 4. They've lost a lot of height up front, which Newman Catholic has. And that's sent down by Bartles. Kearns in for the Cardinals. And Koenig in for the Lancers. Back to serve is Grace LeDuc. LeDuc serve. And that's an ace from LeDuc. Actually, the Cardinals almost got that back over. Well, half the team was regrouping. A couple of girls tried to save that one. But that's the third ace of the evening so far for Immanuel. Rice to Soboleski. Thompson dumps it over herself and finds the court. 16-9. Immanuel in the lead. LeDuc back to serve. Rice to Soboleski. Radical to Thompson. Back to Radical. Down for the kill. LeDuc serves it. That's another ace for the Lancers. LeDuc's second on this run here. And another timeout called by Newman Catholic. You're watching Sectional Semifinal Volleyball on Zaleski Sports.
At Nicolet Bank, a great rate isn't new or trendy. Our Real Rewards checking has offered 3.00% annual percentage yield since 2011, earning customers over $20 million in interest. Join your friends and neighbors in experiencing Real Rewards checking and get excited to earn 3% more. See terms and apply at nicoletbank.com. Nicolet Bank. Real people, real conversations.
Welcome back to Newman Catholic. From the unexpected dives to bad landings, Bone and Joint Walking Care gets you back in the game. At Bone and Joint's walk-in clinics in Wausau, Plover, Medford, and Merrill, you'll receive prompt care from an orthopedic expert. No appointment needed. LeDuc back to serve. And that's sent long by Keene. Immanuel now up 10. And this has to be LeDuc's fifth or sixth serve in a row. Rice to Soboleski. And that's sent long again. Big problem early on for Newman Catholic. They're not able to land their hits. And France had a dive for that one. Blocked by Thompson and Koenig. 21-9, Immanuel Lutheran. LeDuc serves a line drive. And another ace for Grace LeDuc, 22-9. Her third ace on this run here. And LeDuc has been a player that's really stepped up for the Lancers. She did not play a lot on that state team last year. And she's filled in a big way here in 2025. That's a point for Newman Catholic. Back to serve for the Cardinals is Lauren Thiel. Thiel serve, sinks, and saved there by Gergel. Radical punches it over. Thiel over to Soboleski. Thompson to Radical. Soboleski back to Thiel. Point Cardinals. Newman Catholic is down 11 here. Immanuel 3 points away from taking set one. But if you're Newman Catholic, even if you can't get this first set, make that remarkable comeback, you can get some good momentum here And that's blocked up front. Radical saves it. Set up to Sobolewski. Down for the Cardinal kill. Lauren Thiel back to serve, the senior Cardinal. Thompson to Radical. And that's sent long. 22-13. They have to retrieve that ball from the corner. And Thiel on a run here for the Cardinals. And I'm not sure if LeDuc touched that. She did not. Serve sent wide. It's now 23-13. Leah Thompson back to serve. Blocked down by Koenig. Thompson serving. Immanuel up 24-13. One's in the air from Immanuel. A twirling serve. Sobolewski blocked. And point to the Cardinals. Not sure what the call was. Maybe a player in the net. Back to serve is Maddie Keene. Radical. Dumped down by Sobolewski. (24-15) Lancers. Keene back to serve. And that's an ace, the first of the night for Newman Catholic. And it's now 24-17. Timeout called by Immanuel. We'll be right back. You're watching volleyball on Zaleski Sports.
Are you tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wausau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com.
Welcome back to Wausau. Immanuel's up 24-17 on the 1 seed Newman Catholic Cardinals. Immanuel got out to, I believe, what was a 22-9 lead. So since then, Newman on an 8-2 run of their own. And Coach Lau called the timeout off the two aces in a row by Maddie Keene. Well, it is a big hole to dig themselves out of in set one. Not impossible. Keene serves it into the net, and Immanuel takes the first set. Lancers 1, Cardinals 0. We'll be right back on Zaleski Sports.
The first tube was bent in 1968 back in a garage by our house. Shortly after that, we moved into a rented space in a machine shop.
Moving into this building in 2000 at 90,000 square feet.
So right now we sit at 165,000 square feet.
150 employees. Every day we look at how grateful we are to be where we are, but we never forget where we started. Here at J&D Tube Benders, we're a full custom hydraulic tube manufacturer. We can do anything from their simple bent tube component to a fully welded assembly.
In every department at Dull Auto, you'll find people who've been in the industry for decades. Sales staff with a deep knowledge, not just of cars, but how to build relationships. A service team who always double checks each other's work. Dozens of people you may never meet who've been working for years to make buying and servicing a car feel fast and easy. In over 100 years at Dahl Auto, we've learned to value experience. After working with our team, you'll value our experience too. Dahl Auto, simple.
Is a half-court shot a good investment strategy? Yeah, that's one question your bank will never ask. Hey, it's Brian Butch, former college and professional basketball player. Your bank will also never call, email, or text asking for your username, password, or PIN. That's a total scammer move. Abbey Bank and the American Bankers Association are teaming up to help you spot scams, fight fraud, and protect your money. Think you can outsmart the scammers? Test your scam IQ at banksneveraskthat.com. This ad is sponsored by Abbey Bank, member FDIC.
If the check engine light comes on in your car, do you address it or hope it goes away on its own? Pain is your body's check engine light signaling that something isn't right. Innovative Health in Weston can help identify and fix the aches and pains of everyday life. We deliver effective chiropractic care for every joint in your body, from your neck to your back to your knees and feet. With 4 doctors on staff and advanced treatment options, we've been consistently voted a top chiropractic and sports medicine clinic in central Wisconsin. Whether you're a high school athlete, a pregnant mom, or just feeling the wear and tear of life, give us a call at Innovative Health in Weston today.
Feel better, live better, Innovative Health.
Welcome back to Newman Catholic. Immanuel Lutherans up 1-0 on the Cardinals. The story of that first set was a long run by Immanuel. They were up 22-9. Newman Catholic unable to land their hits. A lot were sent wide. And Immanuel put up 5 aces, 3 of which were from Grace LeDuc. And the Cardinals are set to serve here. Lauren Thiel. LeDuc to Thompson. Back to LeDuc. And that lands in for the LeDuc kill. Now LeDuc's back to serve. Again, she had 3 aces in set 1. And that one twists and turns. Saved by Keene. And dumped back over by Newman Catholic. Thompson to Radical. Blocked up front, out of bounds. Point, Immanuel. LeDuc back to serve. Back to Sobolewski, partially blocked. And point to Newman Catholic. (2-1) here. Maddie Keene back to serve. She put up the lone 2 aces for the Cardinals in set 1. LeDuc to Radical. And that falls just shy of the net. Point to Immanuel. Newman Catholic finished 3-2 in their conference play, but they do play in a tough conference. And that's sent into the net by Thompson. They lost to Stratford and Edgar, both good volleyball teams who are up a division. Maybe even Edgar might even be D3. Anyhow, Newman Catholic playing in a tough conference. LeDuc to Thompson to Radical. Thompson back to Radical, blocked! And point to the Cardinals. Immanuel was the co-conference champion in the Dairyland. They had a 9-1 conference record. They tied with Blair Taylor, although they did beat Blair Taylor head-to-head. But both teams get a share of the conference title. And that's an ace from the Cardinals. We're now up 4-3. That was Lexi Rice on the serve. Again, she has 75 aces on the season. These two teams did meet head-to-head at a tournament earlier in the year. And that's another point to the Cardinals. Newman Catholic took that one 2-0. It was a tournament with Regis, McDonald, Pacelli. And the refs are figuring something out. He whistled at Rice like she shouldn't go. And then when she didn't go, he acted surprised. Anyhow, Rice back to serve. And that was a good one, an ace from Rice. And early in this one, Newman Catholic has already matched their ace totals from the first set. She twirls it in her hand. Clips the net. And point to the Cardinals. Maybe they were out of rotation. And now there's some discourse on what was even happening. And they're checking the rotation. Athletes of all ages and abilities want to perform at their best. Bone and joint sports medicine experts keep you safe from injury and help you recover quickly when injuries do happen. Go to bonejoint.net to learn more. We'll see what came of all of that. And that's wiped off the table. It remains 6-3. I think the ref thought it was a rotation thing, and then it wasn't. Thompson to Radical for the kill. And that is the duo for the Lancers. Assists. Radical over 1,000 kills. Rice to Soboleski. Thompson to Radical. Blocked up front. Point to the Cardinals. McCarthy got a hand in there. Now Camille Soboleski back to serve. That one sinks into LeDuc. Thompson blocked. That was Quaid. And hit out of bounds. Newman Catholic's up 8-4. Soboleski serving to LeDuc. That's an ace for Soboleski. Timeout called by Immanuel. We'll take one as well. We'll be right back on Zaleski Sports.
For the very best in craftsmanship and innovative construction, put your trust in Scherer Construction. You'll see their work when you drop your kids at school, visit the public library, drive past the fire station, or even in the industrial park. Scherer Construction has helped countless homeowners with bringing their dreams to life, and hundreds of businesses create beautiful facilities that make our communities shine all throughout Wisconsin. For your next residential, commercial, municipal, or educational construction project, join the countless others who have put their faith in Scherer Construction. Find their location right here in Wausau or online at schererconstruction.com.
Great Lakes Cheese in Wausau is hiring full-time second and third shifts with competitive starting wages and a pay increase every 90 days during your first year. Great Lakes Cheese invests in their employees. Apply today at jobs.greatlakescheese.com.
Welcome back to Zaleski Sports. The story early on here in set 2 is the Cardinals serving. They already have 3 aces on their 9 points, making it tough for the Lancers to return them. And overall, they've cleaned up their hitting as well. That one sinks in. Thompson to Quaid, blocked. That was sent back over by Larson, and that one goes long. Point to Immanuel, a much-needed one. It's now 9-5. Gabby Radical back to serve. Rice to Soboleski in the net. Point to the Lancers. 9-6 Newman Catholic. Radical back to serve. I believe she's committed. I think she might be going to UW Eau Claire for volleyball. And that's just long. Point to Newman Catholic. Serving now is the libero, Anna France, the Cardinals senior. Bartles to Thompson to LeDuc. Soboleski to Rice. And thrown over by Thiel. Point to the Cardinals. And both these teams did have tough schedules. A lot of tournaments against big schools. That can only make you better. Rice. And that was Keene with the kill. Newman Catholic in full control of set 2. They lead 12-6. That one sinks in to Radical. Thompson. LeDuc tried to punch it over, but there was no room there. Now 13-6. France serving to Bartles. Just gets over the net. Radical. Thompson has to throw it over. Rice to Keene. That was blocked. LeDuc back over, blocked up front. Thompson to LeDuc. Saved by France. Quite the volley here. Thompson to LeDuc. Sent long. Point to the Cardinals. And this feels like a complete flip of the first set. It's the aces and the forced mistakes now in favor of Newman Catholic. And that one drops in there for an ace. Anna France back to serve once again. Newman Catholic up 15-6. France over, Radical to Thompson. Quaid into the net. And someone put in the comments that DeSoto took set 1. Again, the winner of this one will take on the winner of DeSoto and Highland. 26-24 victory for DeSoto in set 1. They're the 4 seed. And that ball was rattling around in the rafters. Point to the Lancers. They're now trailing 16-7. Emma Starland back to serve. Rice to Soboleski. Blocked up front on the Immanuel attack. LeDuc was that tipped, and it wasn't. Point to the Cardinals. And into the game is Brooke Thiel, and she's back to serve, the sophomore. Thiel serve into the net. Gergel in for Immanuel, as well as Margaret Schaller. And in for the Cardinals is Katie Kearns. Gergel back to serve. That one sinks in there. Twirled in the air and then just dropped. LeDuc with the kill. (17-9) Newman Catholic. Rice blocked up front by Thompson. Now Gergel on a little run of her own. She has a lot of movement on that ball. It's not the fastest serve, but it sure twirls in the air. That one's sent long. Point to the Lancers. Cardinals send it over. LeDuc to Radical. Tip over and set up for Keene. Blocked up front. That was LeDuc and Thompson. And Newman Catholic calling a timeout. They're up 17-12. You're watching sectional semifinal volleyball on Zaleski Sports.
Selling your car to Doll Auto is quick and easy. Bring your title and keys, and you'll have a check in as little as 30 minutes. Still owe money on your vehicle? No problem. We'll take care of it. Doll Auto. Simple.
I'm Jamie Schley. As your American Family Insurance agent, I'm looking out for what matters to you, even when nothing is wrong. Give me a call or stop by our new office location, and let's talk about your insurance needs today.
Welcome back to Wausau, Wisconsin. You're watching sectional semifinal volleyball. Newman Catholic coming out of the timeout. Immanuel on a bit of a run here. They trail 12-17 here in set 2. And we received word that DeSoto took set 1. Both teams looking to get one step closer to state. In this sectional, you got Immanuel, Newman Catholic, Highland, and DeSoto. One of those 4 will be going to Green Bay. Gergel with a moonshot of a serve. Soboleski, Radical to Schaller with the kill. Immanuel now down 13-17. Rice. Flipped over and into the net by Thiel. Gurgle serving, 17-14 Cardinals. Soboleski to Rice. And that is out of play. Point to Immanuel. Both student sections are standing up, so I do not see the close line at all. So I just have to wait for the call by the line judge. And another knuckleball. Thompson has to send it back over. LeDuc in there. Radical to Thompson to Schaller. Tips it up and for the kill. And Immanuel now down 1. In for the Cardinals is Lauren Thiel. She comes in for Stevie Chica. Rice. And that's what the Cardinals needed. That was Rice to Keene. And they had enough of that Immanuel run. Immanuel was able to get within 1. Now they trail by 2. Back to serve is Lauren Thiel. And that one's saved. LeDuc gets it back over. Soboleski. Radical to Thompson to LeDuc. Out of play. 19-16 Newman Catholic. Lauren Thiel back to serve. That sinks in there. Starlin to Thompson. LeDuc. Soboleski. And Radical pushes it over. Someone was in the net. We'll see who the call. That'll be a point to Immanuel. 19-17. Grace LeDuc serving. Soboleski. And that one's in. So Immanuel got their comeback run earlier than Newman Catholic did in the first set. Newman Catholic started their comeback a bit late, and they eventually fell the first set, but let's see if Immanuel's earlier comeback can spark their second set. That was Radical on the kill. Thompson back to serve. Sent over by Chica. Radical. And that landed in for another Radical kill. Now 20-19. Thompson serving. Soboleski over to Rice, the opposite of what you usually see. Now Thompson to Radical, partially blocked and corralled by the Cardinals. That's Soboleski. Gurgle gets a handle on that. Radical. What's the call? Point to Immanuel. Now this one is tied up after all of that. And if Immanuel can get back and earn set 2, that's going to be tough for Newman Catholic. They had a big lead. And that's Soboleski with a statement kill. Lexi Rice back to serve. LeDuc to Thompson to Radical. Point for the Lancers. Knotted back up at 21. Bartles in for Immanuel. And Bartles to serve. She has an ace on the night. That's nearly another. Good save there. Radical. And nice save. Rice gets it back over and it falls short. Point to the Cardinals. Some miscommunication there, or perhaps someone just couldn't get to the ball in time. Immanuel perhaps thought they got that point. Nice dive there by Radical. Rice. And nearly saved by LeDuc. 23-21. Newman Catholic. Timeout called. We'll be right back on Zaleski Sports.
Retirement is a balancing act because everyone's financial situation is unique. A reverse mortgage loan can transform your home's equity into accessible cash, whether it's to pay off your mortgage, cover bills, or fund your dreams.
The cash is there if we need it, and it just takes a little stress off of our lives.
You have something else to fall back on?
Call me, Josh Kilty, your local retirement mortgage specialist, for a free consultation to help bring financial stability to your life.
(23-21) Newman Catholic here in set 2. They had a big lead on Immanuel. They came back, tied up at 20. Now the Cardinals find themselves 2 points away from taking the second set. And they've got a good one back to serve, Camille Soboleski. And that was just long. Couple Immanuel girls thought about it, and it went between them and long. Nice judgment there. I think that was Radical and Bartles. Radical back to serve. Rice over and down for the Cardinals. 24-22. Libero Anna France back to serve. She was serving for that lengthy run that Newman Catholic had earlier in the set. Radical to Thompson to LeDuc. Blocked. Thompson sends it back over. France to Rice to Keene and down. Newman Catholic takes the second set 25-22. We're tied at 1. We'll be right back on Zaleski Sports.
Hey, you're tuned in to Better Halves.
Skip, I love my hometown, and I want a health plan that feels the same way. So, what are your favorite local date spots?
Oh, yeah, I know like all the date spots in Eau Claire.
Jane, I'm Steve from Security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life, and that means I understand your health coverage needs better.
By the way, Doug, it's Eau Claire. I have a dozen Eclairs in my dressing room.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Many things have changed over the past 50 years, but one thing has remained the same. Bone & Joint's dedication to providing high-quality care, helping people throughout Wisconsin move better with less pain. Whether you need orthopedic, sports medicine, spine, pain management, podiatry, or physical therapy services, you can count on Bone & Joint's experienced providers to lead the way. Call us and make your appointment today. Bone & Joint, keeping lives in motion for over 50 years.
My grandparents worked so hard their whole life to keep things nice. You want to make sure that you're getting the job done correctly. At no point did I feel like I wasn't being handled by professionals. They were literally taking it on a surgical level, it seemed. Like they were very, very thorough on every step. I feel like Infinity treated my family with the same respect they would have treated their own. I feel like my house is brand new again.
Are you tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wausau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com.
Here at Brickner Motors, in Little Chicago, we will help you order your brand new Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, or Jeep and get it equipped the way you want it, in the color you've always dreamed of. Whether you choose from our in-stock selection or order factory fresh, quality vehicles at competitive prices are what keep people coming back again and again. Make the drive out to Brickner Motors on Little Chicago's northeast side and let our family take care of your family. You can count on us.
Welcome back to Newman Catholic. Tied up at 1. Immanuel took set 1, 25-17. Newman Catholic taking set 2, 25-22. We have a good one here. Any update on the Highland won set 2. They're tied at 1. So Highland and DeSoto are tied at 1 as well. Thank you to whoever has been filling us in. LeDuc back to serve. Here in set 3, we're underway. Rice back to Keene, and it's sent long. Point to the Lancers. First Impressions offers specialized pediatric dentistry and orthodontic services. With over 30 years of serving Wausau area, our team of pediatric dental specialists is dedicated to providing comprehensive care tailored specifically for children. We're tied at 1 point to the Cardinals. Back to serve is Lauren Thiel. Thiel's serve to LeDuc. Thompson to Radical, blocked up front. Radical with the save, and LeDuc has to get it back over. Soboleski finds the court, 2-1 Cardinals. Soboleski did the Cardinals did clean up their game quite a bit in set 2. Not nearly as many errors. Thompson to Radical. Back over. And big save there from France. She's been all over the court tonight. That's Thompson. Tipped over by Radical, and the Cardinals set it up. Soboleski. And Schaller gets it over barely. LeDuc to Schaller. Saved by Gergel. Schaller to Radical. And quite the run here. Saved by LeDuc. And that's sent long, point to the Lancers. That was a good one. Now tied up at 2. Thompson back to serve. Thompson serving. And Thiel is blocked. That was out of bounds. Point to the Cardinals. Serving now for Newman Catholic is Maddie Keene. She has 36 aces on the year. LeDuc to Thompson. Radical. Saved by Larson. And Thompson gets it over. Point to the Cardinals. I'm not sure what the call was. They're explaining to Coach Lau. Perhaps something even they didn't know. Or he was disputing it. Anyhow, 4-2 Newman Catholic. That was a missile. Thompson to Radical, who pushes it over past the block. Sobolewski down. And Newman Catholic has really found their footing now. LeDuc to Thompson. Radical got it over. Sobolewski. Thompson is blocked up front, out of bounds. Point to the Lancers. Ashton Bartles back to serve for Immanuel. Sobolewski gets it over and down for the kill. She is able to, she has a lot of range on her attack. Feels like her hits from the back row are just as powerful as the front. That's a serve into the net. Radical back to serve. 6-4 Cardinals. And that's long. Point to Newman Catholic. Serving now is Camille Sobolewski. Thompson over to LeDuc. Point to the Lancers. Rice into the net on that attempt by McCarthy. 7-6 Newman Catholic. Starlin serving. Starlin serve. Corralled by Kearns. McCarthy sends it over. Quaid to LeDuc. And blocked up front. That was Quaid and Thompson. All knotted up at 7. Starlin serving. Just gets over the net. McCarthy blocked. Point! As it went out of bounds, that's a point to the Cardinals. And now Anna France serving for Newman Catholic. They lead 8-7. Radical to Thompson. LeDuc. Soboleski gets it over to Rice. Radical with a hit from the back row. Rice blocked up front on the Keene attempt. And that is sent wide. Point to the Lancers. Tied up once again. Gurgle in for Immanuel. And she was the one serving on that lengthy comeback run they had in set 2 to get them closer. Blocked up front by LeDuc and Thompson. And Thompson has had to alter her game for this Immanuel team. While she still is the lead helper for the Lancers, she plays a lot more front row and responsible, a lot more attack than she did a year ago, as they are missing, as I touched on earlier, a lot of height up front from last year. Thompson has over 100 more kills than last year on that state winning squad. LeDuc's, that's saved by Soboleski. And point to the Lancers. LeDuc back to serve. Immanuel's up 10-9. Rice to Keene. That's thrown over. Radical gets it over. Kearns to Keene. Pushed over. Off the fingertips of Radical. Point to the Cardinals. That was Lauren Thiel who punched it over. Now she will serve for Newman Catholic. All tied up at 10. Thiel serve. Thompson to Schaller. Floats it over. And that goes out of play. Point to the Lancers. Thompson hang back to serve. Larson in for Immanuel. And that's an ace from Thompson. Thompson serve. Soboleski with the kill. First Impressions Dentistry has doctors who are specialized in pediatric training to provide the most advanced and expert care for the youngest members of your family. First Impressions strives to create a culture of trust while constantly pursuing excellence to provide the best experience for your family. That's Thompson over to Schaller, and it's sent long. All tied up once again. Neither team is able to gain much ground on the other. We're back and forth in set 3. Maddie Keene serve, sent long. And it will be Bartles to serve. Quaid in for Immanuel. Sent down by Soboleski. All tied up at 13. Lexi Rice serving. Rice spins it up to serve. And that's sent long and wide. Gabby Radical back to serve. The Smile Makers at First Impressions are ready to assist you with appointments, insurance questions, or anything else you need to make your Experience smooth and stress-free with nearby locations in Wausau, Weston, Plover, and Marshfield. First Impressions is here to support you at every step of the smile journey. LeDuc punches it over, saved by Chica. Quaid down, and that was out of play. I can see as little as you of that near line. Tied up at 14, Sobolewski serving. Bartles to Thompson, LeDuc, and that was tipped up front, point to Eau Claire Immanuel. Emma Starland serving for the Lancers. Starland serve. Thiel sends it over. LeDuc blocked. And point to the Cardinals. I don't know the last time someone has had a 2-point lead. Maybe since like the 7-5 mark when Newman was ahead. Francis serve into the net. Gwyneth Gurgle back to serve for Immanuel. Another sky ball. Sent into the net, but Newman Catholic gets it back over. LeDuc on the runner. That was Lauren Thiel. LeDuc to Bartles. Kearns to Thiel. Down for Newman Catholic. Tied up again. Into the game for the Cardinals is Brooke Thiel. She'll head back there to serve. 16-16. LeDuc to Thompson. Back to LeDuc. Sobolewski gets a handle on that one. Rice over to Thiel. Point to the Cardinals. (17-16) Newman Catholic. Brooke Thiel still serving. And an ace from Thiel. And the first 2-point lead in a long time. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back on Zaleski Sports.
Is it time to replace your old gutters? Call Schwartz Seamless Gutters and protect your home with new seamless technology. No seams, no leaks. With free estimates in 2 days or less and workmanship guaranteed, our service is as seamless as our gutters. Does your roof need attention? Don't replace it, restore it with Seamless Commercial Roofing. Our process is guaranteed and a fraction of the cost of replacement with no downtime. When your roof needs attention, call Seamless Commercial Roofing in Marshfield.
Newman Catholic Schools is pleased to partner with Zaleski Sports for tonight's live stream broadcast. Thanks to our generous sponsors, Bone and Joint and First Impressions Dental. From unexpected dives to bad landings, Bone and Joint walk-in care gets you back in the game. At Bone and Joint's walk-in clinics in Wausau, Plover, Medford, and Merrill, you'll receive prompt care from an orthopedic expert. No appointment needed. 18-16 Newman Catholic. Thiel serving. Into the net. And that's kind of been a problem here in the third set for the Cardinals. And that's part of why this game has never really gone within 1 or 2 points. No team able to get on a run. Sobolewski blocked up front by Thompson. All tied up once again. Grace LeDuc now serving for the Lancers. And point to the Cardinals. That was Maddie Keene. Lauren Thiel now serving, 19-18 Newman Catholic. Thompson to Radical. Thompson back over Radical. Down for the Lancers, 19-19. Highland won set 3. They're up 2-1 on DeSoto. Winner of this one will face the winner of that one. What's the call? Player in the net. And Newman Catholic gets the point. Serving is Maddie Keene. She's all around a very good player for the Cardinals. Over 50 blocks, over 200 kills this season, as well as over 30 aces. Radical's blocked by McCarthy. 21-19, a very pivotal point in the game here. Radical to Thompson. Back to Radical, who steps into that one, and it's shy into the net. Timeout called by Immanuel. We'll be right back for sectional semifinal volleyball on Zaleski Sports.
I knew I wanted to start an agency that honored those small town values like relationships and service. Our mission is to sell insurance ethically and with integrity to protect our clients' needs today, tomorrow, and in the future.
Not everybody understands insurance, and it's a good day when I can help give peace of mind.
Working with Access Insurance, we are a team, so you don't just get one of us, you get all four of us. Access Insurance Agency, our business revolves around you.
Welcome back to Newman Catholic High School. Athletes of all ages and abilities want to perform at their best. Bone and joint sports medicine experts keep you safe from injury and help you recover quickly when injuries do happen. Go to bonejoint.net to learn more. (22-19) Newman Catholic here in set 3. We're tied up at 1 set apiece. And set 3 is always very important. Whoever wins this one will have a lot of momentum going into the next set. That's sent long on the serve. 22-20. Bartles to serve. Sobolewski gets a handle on that one. Back to Sobolewski. That's down. 23-20. And serving will be Lexi Rice. Just who you want if you're Newman Catholic. Radical to Thompson to Radical! With a big kill, 23-21. Radical now serving for the Lancers. Rice to Sobolewski. And it's 24-21. Newman Catholic a point away from taking set 3. And Camille Sobolewski back to serve. Starland in for the Lancers. Sobolewski's serve to Starland. Thompson to LeDuc. Off the fingertips of Keene. Point to the Lancers. Now 24-22. Emma Starland back to serve. Starland serve. And the ace for Starland. 24-23. Timeout called. We'll be right back for more on Zaleski Sports.
Many things have changed over the past 50 years, but one thing has remained the same. Bone & Joint's dedication to providing high-quality care, helping people throughout Wisconsin move better with less pain. Whether you need orthopedic, sports medicine, spine, pain management, podiatry, or physical therapy services, you can count on Bone & Joint's experienced providers to lead the way. Call us and make your appointment today. Bone & Joint, keeping lives in motion for over 50 years.
At Nicolay Bank, a great rate isn't new or trendy. Our Real Rewards checking has offered 3.00% annual percentage yield since 2011, earning customers over $20 million in interest. Join your friends and neighbors in experiencing Real Rewards checking and get excited to earn 3% more. See terms and apply at nicolaybank.com. Nicolay Bank. Real people, real conversations.
Welcome back to Newman Catholic. Cardinals lead 24-23 over the Lancers. Starland serving here in set 3. Tied up at 1. Starland serve. Sobolewski throws it over. Thompson to LeDuc. Into the net. Set 3 goes to the Cardinals. 25-23. We'll be right back for set 4 in this sectional semifinal volleyball match on Zaleski Sports.
Are you tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wausau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com.
The first tube was bent in 1968 back in a garage by our house. Shortly after that, we moved into a rented space in a machine shop.
Moving into this building in 2000 at 90,000 square feet.
So right now we sit at 165,000 square feet.
150 employees. Every day we look at how grateful we are to be where we are, but we never forget where we started. Here at J&D Tube Benders, we're a full custom hydraulic tube manufacturer. We can do anything from their simple bent tube component to a fully welded assembly.
In every department at Dahl Auto, you'll find people who've been in the industry for decades. Sales staff with a deep knowledge, not just of cars, but how to build relationships. A service team who always double checks each other's work. Dozens of people you may never meet who've been working for years to make buying and servicing a car feel fast and easy. In over 100 years at Dahl Auto, we've learned to value experience. After working with our team, you'll value our experience too. Dahl Auto, simple.
Is a half-court shot a good investment strategy? Yeah, that's one question your bank will never ask. Hey, it's Brian Butch, former college and professional basketball player. Your bank will also never call, email, or text asking for your username, password, or PIN. That's a total scammer move. Abbey Bank and the American Bankers Association are teaming up to help you spot scams, fight fraud, and protect your money. Think you can outsmart the scammers? Test your scam IQ at banksneverasksthat.com. This ad is sponsored by Abbey Bank, member FDIC.
Welcome back to Newman Catholic. The Cardinals lead 2-1 here in the sectional semifinal. According to the comments on the stream, it looks like Highland. Sorry, I'm waiting for my thing to load. Looks like Highland is up 2-1. on DeSoto. Thank you, Jeffrey. Thank you to Steven for tuning in. Kathleen Oster with the comment as well. Thank you all for watching this evening. Whoever wins is one step closer to Green Bay. Newman Catholic leads 2-1. Newman Catholic hasn't lost a set since October 7th until that first set tonight. They've been on a tear as of late, looking to make their 15th state appearance. And I think all of them have been since 05. So that really says something about their program in the last 20 years. Immanuel hoping for their third ever state appearance. Lauren Thiel back to serve. And that's blocked up front. Keene on the block. Cardinals up 1-0. And Thompson saves that one. LeDuc was blocked. That was Soboleski and Keene up there. Newman Catholic does have some good height. And Lauren Thiel back to serve. And that's an ace for Thiel. 3-0 Cardinals. And that one's sent long. Immanuel's on the board here in the fourth set. LeDuc back to serve. LeDuc serve. Thiel over to Kearns. Blocked up front. And that one out of play. And that should be 4-1. And they did adjust the scoreboard. 4-1 now, Newman Catholic. Gergel gets it. And that's just gets through the bars on the ceiling. Soboleski, Radical with a handle on it. Radical pushes it over. Soboleski sends it back. Point to Newman Catholic. Maddie Keene back to serve once again. 5-1 Cardinals. Radical to Thompson. Into the net on the attempt by Koenig. Keene back to serve. 6-1 Cardinals. Radical to Thompson to Radical. And a much needed point for Eau Claire Immanuel. Larson in for the Lancers. Thompson serving. Keene down for the kill. Now Lexi Rice serving. 7-2 Newman Catholic. LeDuc to Thompson. Radical blocked. Radical back over. Point to the Lancers. Bartles in for Immanuel, and she will go back to serve. Rice ranges over to get it to Soboleski. 8-3 Cardinals. And Immanuel does not want to find themselves in a hole here. It's do or die for the Lancers. Soboleski serving. Radical. That's sent over by Quaid. Rice to Thiel. Quaid sends it back. Rice to McCarthy. And Immanuel sets it up. Quaid sends it back. Hits the net. And that lands down for a Cardinal kill. Take it any way you can. They're up 9-3. Coach Lau calls a timeout. We'll be right back on Zaleski Sports.
If the check engine light comes on in your car, do you address it or hope it goes away on its own? Pain is your body's check engine light signaling that something isn't right. Innovative Health in Weston can help identify and fix the aches and pains of everyday life. We deliver effective chiropractic care for every joint in your body, from your neck to your back to your knees and feet. With 4 doctors on staff and advanced treatment options, we've been consistently voted a top chiropractic and sports medicine clinic in central Wisconsin. Whether you're a high school athlete, a pregnant mom, or just feeling the wear and tear of life, give us a call at Innovative Health in Weston today.
Feel better, live better, Innovative Health.
Welcome back to Newman Catholic. First Impressions Dentistry has doctors who are specialized in pediatric training to provide the most advanced and expert care for the youngest members of your family. First Impressions strives to create a culture of trust while constantly pursuing excellence to provide the best experience for your family. Cardinals on top here, 9-3. Soboleski serving. LeDuc to Thompson to Radical, down for the kill. Radical back to serve. Thiel sends it over. Player in the net, I believe. Point to the Cardinals. Now 10-4. France back to serve. And the Lancers have shown the ability to come back. They did so when they were trailing 2-0 to Owen Withey on Saturday. They came back and won in 5. Meanwhile, the Cardinals are been ahead a lot lately. They haven't lost a set since early October. LeDuc sends it. Saved by Soboleski. That ricochets off of Thompson and Bartles. Thompson sends it back. Thompson sets up Quaid. And that was sent long. Point Newman Catholic. France back to serve. And that's an ace for France. (12-4). And sent down by Keene. (13-4), Newman Catholic. And that goes long. Point to Eau Claire Immanuel, 13-5. Emma Starland serving. Again, thank you to everyone for tuning in tonight. A fun one here at Newman Catholic. 2-1 Cardinals. Starland has to send it over. Rice. And that's Keene once again. All things going Newman Catholic right now. And in the comments, looks like Highland won 3-1. So whoever wins this one will face Highland. LeDuc, that's sent out of bounds off the block, and a point to the Lancers on that deflection. Now 14-6. Gwyneth Gurgle back to serve. Rice up to Keene. Another kill from Keene. She's been the story here in set 4. Thiel back to serve. A missile. LeDuc sends it over. France corrals it. Kearns to Thiel. LeDuc off the head of Soboleski. Point to the Lancers. Grace LeDuc back to serve. Soboleski blocked. That was Schaller and Thompson up front. 15-8. Thiel. That's Soboleski, a piece of it at the net. Thompson up to Radical. And a kill for Radical. It's now 15-9. Timeout called by Newman Catholic. We'll take one as well. We'll be right back on Zaleski Sports.
For the very best in craftsmanship and innovative construction, put your trust in Scherer Construction. You'll see their work when you drop your kids at school, visit the public library, drive past the fire station, or even in the industrial park. Scherer Construction has helped countless homeowners with bringing their dreams to life, and hundreds of businesses create beautiful facilities that make our communities shine all throughout Wisconsin. For your next residential, commercial, municipal, or educational construction project, join the countless others who have put their faith in Scherer Construction. Find their location right here in Wausau or online at schererconstruction.com.
Great Lakes Cheese in Wausau is hiring full-time second and third shifts with competitive starting wages and a pay increase every 90 days during your first year. Great Lakes Cheese invests in their employees. Apply today at jobs.greatlakescheese.com.
Welcome back. The Smile Makers at First Impressions are ready to assist you with appointments, insurance questions, or anything else you need to make your experience smooth and stress-free. With nearby locations in Wausau, Weston, Plover, and Marshfield, First Impressions is here to serve you at every step of the smile journey. Soboleski's too much. She gets the kill, 16-9. Newman Catholic ahead. Cardinals come out the gates after Lang's timeout. LeDuc to Radical. And that landed in for a Lancer point. It's now 16-10. Thompson serving for the Lancers. Soboleski with a big hit. Thompson into the net. Now 17-10. If Immanuel wants to get back in this one, they got to do so now. Newman Catholic wants to close that window. Rice serving. Radical, partially blocked. Newman Catholic sets up. Rice to Soboleski. 18-10. Timeout called by the Lancers. We'll stay here. Thank you for joining us this evening. Again, the winner playing on Saturday. Right now, it's in Muskota, I believe. I'm not sure if that neutral location will change at all towards more the middle, as both Eau Claire Immanuel Lutheran and Newman Catholic are quite a ways. And Highland is much closer to that location, but we'll see. Both teams just want to get there right now. Newman Catholic's up 2-1. The Lancers coming out of that timeout. Coach Lau probably said, now's the time if you want to keep your season alive. Lexi Rice back to serve. LeDuc to Thompson to Schaller. Rice to Soboleski. Off of LeDuc, point to the Cardinals. And it's been a night and day difference for Newman Catholic after that first set. Their hits are going in. Unlike that first set, that serve went long. Bartles and Quaid coming in for the Lancers. Bartles back to serve. Soboleski to Rice. Back to Soboleski. Point for the Cardinals. Remember to stay tuned after this one for the Merrill Steel postgame show. Interview with a winning coach and a winning player. And that's an ace. That was Soboleski. 21-11, and Newman Catholic can feel it. Both sets 2 and 3 were very close, and they squeaked out on both of those. And that's a point to the Lancers. But Newman Catholic has been in full control here in set 4. Again, they won 25-22 in set 2 and 25-23 in set 3. But they've been clicking here in the fourth set. Rice over, and that's sent down by McCarthy. France will serve. Radical to Thompson to LeDuc. Blocked. And that goes out of play. Point to the Lancers. Starland back to serve. Thiel to Keene to Soboleski. In the net, point to Newman Catholic. Now 23-13. In for the Cardinals is Carlson. And Carlson will head back to serve. The junior for Newman Catholic. 23-13, they're 2 points away from taking one step closer to the Resch Center. And that lands in for a Carlson ace. Newman Catholic 1 point away. 24-13. Carlson back to serve. Radical to Thompson to LeDuc. Sent over by Thiel. Thompson sent down. Newman Catholic takes this one 3-1. Stay tuned for the Merrill Steel post-game show. Consider moving your career to one of the largest growing fabrication companies in the upper Midwest and apply on merrillsteel.com. We'll be right back for that interview with Coach Lang and a player of the game. Congratulations to Coach Lau and the Lancer seniors LeDuc, Thompson, Seibel, Radical, and Koenig on their great season, their regional championship winning season. And congrats to the Cardinals winning 3-1. We'll be right back for our Merrill Steel postgame show on Zaleski Sports.
Merrill Steel welcomes you as you join us in a virtual tour. Our main facility in Schofield, Wisconsin covers an area of roughly 46 acres and is home to our company headquarters. From this location, paired with our facilities in Comanche, Iowa and Springfield, Missouri, we are able to easily fulfill the needs of the industry nationwide. With nearly 1 million square feet of combined space between our three facilities, we are able to take on some of the biggest and most complex jobs, making us one of the top 5 steel fabricators in the country. We employ the best of the best welders, those who can weld efficiently with both metal core and flux core, and who aren't afraid to work hard. We also offer on-the-job training, so even beginner welders can learn the ropes and help us build it big. As a backup to our dedicated weld fab team, we have a robotic welder. Merrill Steel is the 4th in the U.S. to have gotten one, keeping us on the leading edge of technology. With the combination of both man and machine, no job is too big to handle, but they'd have no work on their hands without our machine operators. Where our fabrication process really begins is here. Our skilled machine ops team is responsible for bringing in the raw steel. Be it sawing, cutting, drilling, or punching, they make sure the steel is in the correct shape and size for our fab teams. As an addition to the machine ops team, we've recently purchased multiple Python X machines. These handy systems have given us increased productivity, unmatched cut quality, and predictable and consistent throughput. Moving away from fabrication, we come to our coating department. One of the unique benefits of working with Merrill Steel is our in-house blasting and painting capabilities. Many projects require a complex coating system, and that's where we shine above the competition. We regularly apply corrosion-resistant coating in-house, as well as intumescent fire protection when needed. We hold the endorsement for sophisticated paint and coating from AISC. This, along with our NACE certified inspectors, ensure a high-quality finish for every piece. The loading and staging process, sandwiched between the end of production and shipping, is an important step in the fabrication process. Within a moment's notice, we are able to handle and place an entire load onto a trailer for quick delivery to a job site. Finally, the last stage in our process is shipping. Our transit company, Merrill Steel Transit Services, is a wholly owned subsidiary of Merrill Steel Incorporated, consisting of more than 20 state-of-the-art trucks designed for transporting oversized and overweight shipments, along with hundreds of trailers ranging from 48-foot flatbeds to heavy-haul Jeep and booster combinations. We employ only the most highly skilled professional drivers, highly experienced mechanics, and knowledgeable office staff who work as a team to provide cost-effective service in a timely manner. Our shipping fleet is a major reason why we are able to be competitive throughout North America, including the contiguous 48 states, Alaska, and Canada. Thank you for taking the time to learn a little bit about us. We look forward to having you join us in building it big.
And we're back here on Zaleski Sports. Newman Catholic just winning 3-1 over Eau Claire Emmanuel Lutheran. We'll start with you, Coach. First set, you guys came out a lot of errors, hitting it wide and long, and you really cleaned it up going into sets 2, 3, and 4. Talk about what you said to them to turn it around.
Well, we just wanted them to focus, right, and bring energy and communicate and play as a team. There's not much we had to tell them. They've really worked hard. They've prepared. They have been playing really well, so it was just a matter of them finding their flow, playing as a team, and communicating and bringing lots of energy.
And talk about your senior all-around good player here for you guys and what she brings to your team and just what she provides.
She provides everything that our team really, really needs, her leadership on and off the court, but what an amazing athlete over and over and over again. 6 rotation player, pass, dig, set, and then put the ball through the floor when we need her to.
And this isn't official, but in our comments it said Highland won 3-1. I can't say that's completely official, but what do you want to see from your team going into Saturday?
Right now we're going to enjoy our victory tonight, and then we'll talk about strategy when we get into practice tomorrow. But I'm super proud of all of these players. We had a great team effort tonight. People coming in off the bench, making big plays. So we are going to enjoy it. And then we'll talk about strategy because we don't care who won. We got to beat whoever we play.
Congratulations, Coach. And we'll talk to our Highlight House player of the game. Tell me about your game today and your win.
Well, we've just been working really hard at practice, and we all knew this was going to be a tough match. Obviously, Eau Claire Immanuel Lutheran's a great team. So we just really knew we had to pour on the energy, communication, and just work together as a team.
Yeah, you two didn't meet each other at state last year, but you were both there. How do you guys prepare for, a state caliber team, and what do you talk about this week to get ready for that?
Well, we definitely watch a lot of film just to know kind of what the other side is doing and then what we should do on our side as well. And then again, working hard in the gym at practice, having a goal for each drill we do.
And you're going to get ready for Saturday. Talk a bit about how you want to go into Saturday and keep this season alive and your volleyball career alive here at Newman.
I think we definitely want to start out stronger than we did tonight, but then again, we're going to pour on the heat, pour on the fire, and just have a lot of communication and work together as a team.
I'll step out of the way, I'll count you in. Camera's up there.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. I'm Camille Soboleski, and I'm in the house.
That did not work. Choked her in. Yes.
I almost died.
Congratulations. And that was Newman Catholic's Camille Sobleski beating Immanuel 3-1. Dan Lowen, play-by-play, joined by Braden Bullis. Thank you and have a good evening.